Always ask yourself, what am I prepared to exchange or to give up in order to be able to get the things that I want?
Dale was a star from the beginning. He likes to win. So he will do everything that he's focused on winning and being the best.
Extremely driven. And from day one, Dale, it was clear Dale knew what he wanted and he went after it.
He definitely is an ambassador, a living legend.
Dale McLeod has just marked his 25th year in the industry, and in this time he has become a living legend in the insurance fraternity. He has set new records and redefined excellence. He has the distinction of being the Caribbean's most prolific top producer, having captured the Guardian Life's Top Producer Award 19 times, and Trinidad and Tobago's Association of Financial Advisors Top Producer on 7 occasions. But the most prestigious of these accolades are those from the $1 Million Round Table, the industry's premier association of financial professionals. MDRT members demonstrate exceptional professional knowledge, strict ethical conduct, and outstanding client service, and is recognized internationally as the standard of excellence in the life insurance and financial services business. Dale has received many MDRT accolades in his career, including Court of the Table on 7 occasions, Top of the Table Advisory Committee in 2007, Top of the Table Master, Top of the Table Advisory Board, Life Member and Honor Roll. However, 2014 marks an historic milestone in his career, and for the region, Dale McLeod is the first and only Caribbean national to qualify for the MDRT Top of the Table 16 consecutive years. This is Dale McLeod, a living legend. Dale was born in Tobago, but his childhood was spent far from the bustling commercial capital of Scarborough or the many scenic beaches that dot the island's shores.
I grew up in Mason Hall, Tobago. I came from what I suppose could be described as very humble beginnings because my parents essentially had nothing. But one thing that was never in short supply was their love and their caring and so on. From very early in life, I knew to myself that I wanted more.
Dale's journey to success became evident at an early age. He passed the common entrance when he was just 9 years old, but he was held back because it was thought he was too young for high school. Also evident early on was his financial wizardry.
But I remember one day I was speaking to his high school classmates, and he was telling me, he said, Suzanne, I am not surprised for the sort of success that your brother has made and the kind of person that he has become. And I was like, why, how, what about him? And he said, girl, you wouldn't believe this. When we used to go out for a gathering, we would come back in with about $50, $100. But your brother, girl, he used to come in with all $1,000 and thing. And so girl, listen, your brother, he had to be what he became today. And that was his classmates' testimony.
Dale eventually attended Harmon High School, completing his O-levels at age 15. Then came the life-changing decision to go to Trinidad and stay with relatives while he completed his A-levels.
I felt that my chances in terms of opportunities and so on would be greater in Trinidad, and I decided to come down here to do my A-levels, which I did.
Dale attended Northeastern College, Roy Tech, and the Arthur Lockjack Graduate School of Business.
I met him before he came into the industry. I was recently married, and this young man approached me to sell me. In those days, they had this vacation home thing, I forget how it was called then. And I gave him an appointment for 2 o'clock a Sunday afternoon with the hope that he would not show up. And there he was, prompt at 2 the Sunday afternoon at my home to sell me the product.
Dale has a very entrepreneurial spirit. Dale doesn't wait for things to happen. Dale makes his opportunities. He creates his opportunities.
Dale has worked at various professions as he sought to find his niche in the professional world.
I finally decided that this is where I wanted to make my career. And in August of 1988, I made the decision to join the Insurance Fraternity. And here I am today.
Over the years, Dale has established many relationships, but there is one that he credits for his success.
I had a manager who we never hit it off. On more than one occasion, he looked at me in my face and said to me, "Dale, you will never make it in this industry." What was interesting is that every time he made that statement to me, I was more resolute in my mind that I was going to prove him wrong. I believe that in many instances, these experiences should in fact help to concretize your belief in yourself even more and to help to catapult you to even greater things. Because if anyone were to ask me who I believe is the person that contributed in the greatest way to my success over the years, I will say him.
Dale's achievements have been due in no small part to the relationships he has developed with his clients over the years.
In every industry, there's a service or goods to be sold to consumers. Every industry. And selling of the products to the clients and to the customers is an extremely important, if not the most important aspect of the business. It's what makes one business stand out from the other. So I think that in the case of Dale, he has great client relationships, and I think he has been very ethical, full of integrity in how he peddled the insurance industry, the insurance products that we have. But I also believe that Dale is inspirational to a lot of people. He inspires a lot of people. He's also aspirational in that many of the young insurance people who are in the industry aspire to be like Dale. And I think he's also motivational in that many of them are motivated by his success. And if he can do it, certainly they can do it too. So I think that augurs well for the entire financial industry, but more importantly, it's the way he does it. It's his ethical standards in how he does it and the confidence that the clients have in Dale. If Dale tells you something, you bet your bottom dollar you could take that to the bank.
Because of my sales experience, my management experience, I understood very well that any selling career is really more about the relationship than it is about the sale. The sale will always be made once you could build the right kind of relationship with your prospects or clients, as the case may be. I have no limits in terms of what I will do, where I will go to make sure that my clients get what they want.
There's a Gary Sobers in 2 or 3 lifetimes, a Brian Lara in 2 or 3 lifetimes. That special touch of magic isn't something I don't believe that you can create from a formula. Having said that, I've gone over the years many times to Dale's branch, and I have witnessed and participated in his branch meetings. So I can attest to the leadership and the environment that he cultivates among his own people.
What sets anyone apart? Their degree of willpower and their sense of values. And Dale is someone who is unsurpassed in the extent to which he could use his willpower. He is truly amazing. I have never seen someone as tenacious as Dale. And single-minded in purpose. Once Dale sets out to achieve something, you can bet every cent you have in the bank, Dale will do it. Dale will make sure it gets done. And backing up this tremendous willpower is Dale's values. Dale genuinely cares about his clients. He cares about service. He cares about what happens to his clients. Dale is a believer of insurance, and he believes everyone deserves insurance, and they deserve and they need insurance in the quantities that is appropriate. He's a problem solver. He will find a solution to every problem, and he will make sure that his clients get served with all the insurance that they need.
Almost as legendary as Dale's success is his rigid exercise regime.
If it wasn't for exercise, I am relatively sure I would probably be dead already. It's as simple as that. And because, as I'm sure most of us know, stress is a killer. A lot of people underestimate the significant role that stress plays in our lives, particularly negative stress. And this industry is a high-stress environment.
Self-motivated, focused and disciplined, these traits set Dale apart from many. But there is another factor that has driven Dale to the heights of his achievements: his family.
Dale's sons are the battery, his motivating force. He does what he does because of them.
With Dale's action to us as parents, we can't give him enough gratitude for what he's doing for us. All know.
Dale approaches, I think, life without limits. Therefore, this is straight into Dale's normal modus operandi. He has bettered many companies in our industry's production single-handedly in the past, and he continues to find ways within himself to go beyond, and that really is, I think, how Dale would approach whether it's a no-limit zone target, the eradication of poverty. In any aspect of his life, Dale goes beyond and just tries to outdo himself more than outdo anything else.
In this amazing and exemplary career, Dale has inspired and changed the industry. He has willingly paid the price, made the sacrifices, rising from the humblest of beginnings to become a legend, one of the brightest stars in the insurance firmament. Across the Caribbean, he is undoubtedly the best. But the legend continues, and his journey is far from over. There are no boundaries. There will always be other horizons for Dale MacLeod, the living legend.